Hello guys, and welcome to my, first look at Minecraft Snapshots. I don't know how often I'm going to do these, but I thought I'd do it for this latest release because it added actually a real load ton of new stuff for the Minecraft 1.7, I think it's generation update, or something like that, world generation update, I think it's called. And this update is unbelievable. So, where to begin first? We'll start with the options. I think that's probably the easiest place to start off in. So you may notice options have now changed. If we go in here, you'll notice there's a fair few tabs missing. You've only now got field of view and difficulty hard, difficult settings up here. And then you've got some other tabs that have popped up, which is your music and sound. This is where you go in now to change around a lot of the sound options, which is absolutely amazing. Now you can turn down weather options. If you hate the rain as much as I do, you've actually got the option now to turn it all the way to 0 if you don't want to hear it, or at least down all the way. So you've got a lot of options now to turn down and turn up certain different sounds. And there's also this max option here, which just basically affects them all. So you can turn down players, enemy monsters, weather, which I think I'll be using a lot of, music, jukebox, and note blocks, blocks and environment, and then friendly animals. So there's really a lot you can mix and choose in there. Next one is the super secret settings. Now, unfortunately, there's not much I can really do at the moment. I'm trying to left click crazy at the moment. It's not letting me in. So this is, as it says, super secret settings. So this has not been released yet. It's providing us weird tabs. It does provide a mystery of what's actually going to be included in here, but I haven't been able to dig up too much about it. But hopefully when it does come out, I'll come back to it and we can actually go through there. Flicking through, config has changed. As you can see here, this has been slightly changed. You can rebind keys, you can reset them to automatic default. You've got your sensitivity keys in here now, invert mouse and all that kind of cool stuff. There's a toggle cinematic camera option, which I didn't think were in before. I think that's new. You've got toggle perspective, which has always been there. You've got a few different options, but you can reset them back to default if you ever change them. And there's also an overall reset button if you want to change anything back to what it was, which is great. Just let me have a flick through, see if there's anything else different. I think everything else is still more or less the same at the moment. Multiplayer settings, yeah, I think everything's more or less the exact same. Snooper settings, I think there may be some more stuff in here, as there wasn't before, but I always allow it anyway. But I think that's about it. Resource packs, you may have seen which one you've got selected. I think there's available ones. I think this is going to connect to some kind of online thing, and you can select those different ones available, or it might just, I don't know what the hell I did. It might shift them across, but I have none in the moment, so I'm not going to mess around with that. Right, so the next thing I want to get into is creating new worlds. Now I've got two different worlds, and they're actually two different kinds of world gen, and I will go into that now by showing you create world. So nothing's changed here. We're going to more world options, and this is where the fun begins in the world type. You've got your default, you've got your super flat, large biomes, which had nothing new you hadn't seen before. And then you've got this, world type amplified. Note, just for fun, requires a beefy computer. So this changes a hell of a lot. I don't know what it does. It just makes the world generation crazy as hell. So, and I will show you that in a few seconds. And then back to default. So that's a brand new world type. I don't know how if it's going to stay in there, or because it just says just for fun. So I'm hoping it does, because it's absolutely amazing. You got cheats on and off as usual, and that's about it. So we'll go back out, and we're going to jump into the snapshot with the amplified setting, and then we're going to go into the other one to look for some new biomes. I do believe they're in both of them, but I think I'm just going to stick with this one for the amplified because it does affect the generation a lot in the funny little test world. Let's jump in, shall we? Right. So here we are. I just let the world load for a bit because it's going to get very laggy, and as you can tell, I'm very high up. If we actually look on the free here, you can see I'm above 200, or more actually on the block, 250 high, and that is absolutely high as though. And this is automatic generation. You can see there's just stuff everywhere, and the world generation here is absolutely crazy. Look, I mean, look at that! Wow. So if I jumped all the way down there, I'd probably kill myself, even though there's water there. This world generation is absolutely crazy. It is unbelievable. You know, I could fly around and just show you. Look at this. This is. I'm not kidding. This is just generated on its own. I did not build this. It takes some real hard doing. But look at it. It's a floating pillar of snow, dirt, and gravel, and rock, stone, and there's also monsters spawning on here, which is absolutely hilarious. If I didn't have creative mode, there'd be no way I could really get up here, or it would take a hell of a lot of time. There is, just look at the generation. It is unbelievable. Now, I am starting to lag slightly, just for the fact of all the world gen going on, but this is unbelievable. I think I might have to just do a nice series on this at one point, if 1.7 hits and this is still on here. But anyway, getting back from the world gen, we'll have a fly around for a few more minutes in a second. Ooh, and there's also a new land animation. Well, not animation, land particle effect. So if we go down, boom. Now, it depends how hard you hit, how much the particles come out. So if I fly around for a bit more, I guess it might come a bit better. It seemed to be a lot bigger last time around. Maybe because I was flying for a while. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got some new stuff I want to show it. And the first thing I want to show it is the new plants. And these spawn automatically in the world. And I believe these are how you get dyes. Now, there is absolutely tons of the stuff. Ranging from tulips all the way down to sunflowers. I think they're lilacs. You got rose bushes. Peonies, you got double tall grass, you got large ferns, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take at least one of each, and I'm going to show you all what they look like, because I'm in creative mode, it doesn't make much of a difference. I don't know why I stacked 64 in, but I just did. Now, I believe this is the way you can get all your dyes, so you no longer you have to go through the whole process of mixing different coloured dyes together, and all that kind of annoying stuff. But yes, double tall grass, that's going to be very interesting, and some large ferns as well. And there's this new stuff, which is actually part of one of the new biomes. I'm not going to show you that just yet because, well, yeah, oh, and it's actually getting dark. What can we go here? I'll probably time best. Time. Oh. Set. Oh, damn. I've never been good at this. And day. There we go. Boom. Haha. So you've got all these different kind of plants. So if we put them down, you can see there's your tulips. I think there's actually one more. Ah, yeah, there's a pink one there. We can actually change this block here to a dirt block. If we're going to remove... that's not good. Let's move one of these out of the way and put that down. And then we'll put this one down. So that's your range of tulips. You've got your white, you've got your pink, you've got your orange. And I think these are just ways you get dye, really. So if we actually open up our crafting inventory... Screen, do we have one? Maybe we might have need to. I probably need a workbench. I'm in creative mode at the moment, so there's probably a reason why I can't do anything. Where is it? There we go, crafting table. Always good. So this is, I think, a way so you can get dyes by the looks of it. Yeah, so there's the orange dye. So we can just turn that to orange. You've got your different ones. I think that's red dye, rose red. You've got your light grey for your tulip. And where's the other one? Pink one gets pink dye. So these are a lot easier ways now to get dyes. Beforehand, you had to use mix different ones up. So you had to like mix pink and I know light grey. It used to give you different ones, and you can now really mix them up quite well and get better coloured dyes and that, which is great. There's also some different bushes as well. So you've got your azure bullet. I'm probably saying that horribly wrong. You've got your blue orchid. You've got almium, poppy, which I see a lot of in my country, probably in a lot of every country. You've got a oxeye daisy, and let's have a look at the last few we've got. We've got rose bushes, so we've got the, did I put this down? Lilaca? Wow, that's actually a tall one, nice. You've also got a rose bush, which is a very tall one, and then you've also got the, what's the last one? The peony, this one here. So some of these are 2 blocks tall, some of them 1 block tall, and these look absolutely amazing when you actually find them in the world. So if you actually look at them, you can go into here, you can turn all these into dye. So that gives you 2 dye, the poppies. Almium gives you 1, this one gives you 2. So some of them give you 2, some will give you 1, depending on what kind of plant you do. I think it's like the 2 high block ones, or the biggish bushes give you more. And they give you quite a lot, you know, look at them. I've got some light grey, orange, got some more reds, got some purple, or magenta shall I call it, got some pink. And then we've got this guy, and this guy points towards the sun, or the way the sun rises. So if the sun rises in the east, this is going to point to the east. I don't think it follows the sun as such, but I think this is how you also get yellow dye, is it? Can you get yellow dye? Yeah, dandelion dye. So these are all the different kind of plants you can get in the world, and they are amazing. The last two I'm just going to show is the tall grass, which is just a double tall grass. It's two on top of each other, and your giant ferns, which are again just double ferns on top of each other. And these, if these are all in a one big go, these can be absolutely funny as hell to walk through, because they're 2 block high, so they can really obstruct you. I guess if there were loads of them, which could be funny if they're included in some of these biomes. Right. Anyway, on to the next bit, which is the new fishes we have. You've got now raw salmon. You've got some clownfish and putterfish. Now, I'm not sure what you can do with the clown or putterfish yet. I think you might like put them in a bowl at some point and you can have them as little fishies, but at the moment you can't really do anything with them. I don't know if you can put them in water. That would probably be a good idea to just test out. So you know what I'm going to do? I just need a bucket of water so we can actually find buckets. Oh, you know what? We could use ice and break ice, couldn't we? Ah, maybe not in creative mode though. Let's just change game modes here. Survival, and then break these. I wonder if you can place them in the water and they'll actually float around, because that would be amazing. But I'm not going to hold my breath. So if I no, okay. So I will wish for too much there, unfortunately. So that was wishing for a bit too much. But I'm assuming you can actually turn these into food at some point, so you get different kinds, and there's probably different. These are the fish you can collect as well. And then you get your salmon, which you can get cooked salmon from and use to eat. Obviously, I can't eat at the moment because I'm not actually in survival mode. But yeah, you can. I think this is from on the fishing. So what I'm going to do is grab my fishing rod and we can head down. Now, another thing I want to point out is there's these 2 new enchantments, and I believe these are for the fishing rod, just for the fact of their names of them usually. They kind of seem to go weird. So you got Luck of the Sea, which I think is basically the luck enchant or fortune of some of the weapons you can use, and then you got Lure, which I think increases the chance you're going to get it. So we're going to put these on this rod and see what happens. Now I've got an anvil, which I'm going to put down, and then I'm going to put these on. I'm just going to call it Lucky Rod. So it's going to cost 16 for this one. It's going to give me a look, and then we're going to get this one, which increases it again. And there we go. So we've got a Lucky Rod, and we've got Luck of the Sea and Lure. So I want to test this out down here and see what it can do. Now this is going to be fun jumping off here. Now where's the large blue? There's some water over that way. Let's have a nice flow down and see what we can get, shall we? Geronimo! Whee! Wow, that is unbelievable. Whoa! And stop before well, I won't kill myself, will I? So, but yeah, that is unbelievable. Let's head over here and see what happens. I'm going to head to that little, wow, bit of lag there. Oh god, this world generation is killing me at the moment. Wow. Problem when you, wow, the ocean, I believe, is a lot deeper as well. Wow. Yeah, it kind of does kill you, load a new generation when you're recording. Oh wow, there we go. There's the particle effect of splashing down. There's no sound for it though, which is a bit of a shame, but I wonder if it was some kind of cool thumping noise. Let's try this out anyway. You can see the cool effect. Let's try it. Come on. Did I get anything? No. Looks like there's new effects of when your rod's down as well, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's the, yeah, you can just see there. Looks like there's, oh wow, that is cool, that is. Did you see that? Actually, throw a bit closer, you might see it. You see these little particle effects popping up everywhere, and that's just representing fish. And you'll see one stream across it just to give you an idea that one's coming. And then it'll let you know exactly when to pull up as well. Look, there's one coming now. Drop down. Oh, didn't get out, I don't think. I'm going to see if I can throw it just here, just to show you. Oh, that's a bit weird. Maybe because I'm not far enough away. There we go. So we've got these fish particles going around. And nothing's happening just yet. We should see some particle effects just going towards it in a moment, streaming towards it, meaning there's going to be fish going to hook onto it, and then we should pull it. Let's see if we can get lucky. Nope, no luck. Let's try this way. Come on, fishies, you know you want to bite. I wonder if you could have bait. That'd be cool. Oh. Anything? No? Come on. I thought this enchantment's supposed to make it even more easier. Can't see anything just yet. Oh, there we go. Oh, got another raw fish. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I'm hoping for maybe picking up some. I don't know if it's biome specific on some of these, so it may be just linked to the new biomes, but Yeah, or maybe a lake. I don't know. We'll maybe till next time I'll have to find that one out. Give one more try and see if we're lucky enough. If we're not, then I'm going to call it there. And then I want to switch across to the new other one. So I can't see him just yet. Oh, there we go. Stream. Boom. Ah, no luck. I guess it might be biome specific then. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Nice little waterfall. Right, anywho, I'm going to switch across to the other world I've got, and we're going to look at some of the new biomes. I'll be back in a few minutes.